them cars get down. Ace for a deuce, but I'm cute with the juice, and I'm out here getting loose. I remember all we had was some milk and some fruit. Now we stacked up with the juice. I'm no goody two shoes. Had to go to high school looking like the blues. When I got to college, I just had to make some money. Had to tell my family that we wasn't gonna lose. Started hitting licks all up in people's
Hello. Welcome to Barber Buzz Talk Science to Success. It's another episode. I'm in the mobile barber shop. We're sitting here, and I was doing a lot of thinking today about what would be my next subject. And as always, the universe just drops a subject right on my lap. And today's subject is going to be entitlement. You cannot be successful if you have a sense of entitlement. Entitlement means that you believe that you deserve something just because you want it. You deserve it from this person, that person. You deserve something out of a situation just because you want it. That's not how you become successful. This entitlement shows itself up in many different ways. Oh man, I can name a million different situations, but I'll only talk about two today. Two friends, male friend, female friend. I'll just use two friends as an example. It's one friend of mine, they're very inconsistent with their lifestyle. They decide to do things that will place them in positions to be incarcerated. They continue to do things that are contrary to being successful, like work. They refuse to do those things on a consistent basis that will allow them to be successful. They do this, and all the while they're watching me do things that are the opposite, that are enabling me to have certain things, to have certain resources, to be successful. While they're watching this, they feel in their head, for some reason, that whenever they fall off their feet because of doing the things that they're doing, that they're entitled to my resources. That's a sense of entitlement. They get upset and angry whenever I let them know they're not entitled to my resources. When I tell them I have other things that I'm trying to do and I want to do, and that taking care of a grown man is not one of them. I don't do that. I don't take care of grown people. If you're not my woman, I mean, when I say my woman, like you're not my wife, I don't owe you an obligation to take care of you. If I marry you, I owe an obligation to you. I'm supposed to take care of you and the children we make. That's it. I have no obligation to any other grown person. I don't even have an obligation to my mother. However, if she needs me, I'm there because I choose to be. I decide to be. Because I feel like her putting me on this planet was enough for me to do something for her. I do for my sister because my sister's been there for me. If she was a scumbag or a piece of trash and treated me badly, I wouldn't be there for her either. She's a great woman. Love my sister. Outside of those people, anyone else is not entitled to nothing that I work hard for. They look at your success, the things you have, the money you acquire, and they believe somehow that these things were just placed upon you by some money god, and it rained upon you, and it doesn't work that way. I worked my ass off to get what I have. I went through hell to get to where I'm at today. Why do you think you're entitled to it? Person number two, female friend. Now, mind you, I usually don't comment on people's stuff, but if it's a friend, I feel like I can drop a little quick jewel on something they say that may be out of line, in my opinion, then I'll say something. So this female friend of mine posted something that said she already has 12 other guys telling her she's beautiful. Be different. Send her some money. I didn't comment right away. I thought about it for a minute. I said, okay, if somebody's saying she's beautiful, it's normally on social media or even in passing, that's fine. So you're in passing, oh, hey, beautiful. Or if it's social media, a girl puts a picture up, you might be like, oh, she's nice picture, beautiful, I see you. You're just acknowledging the fact that you acknowledge the beauty that she's displaying. Nobody puts pictures up on social media to not hear they're beautiful. I didn't know that people put pictures on social media to get money. Didn't know that. Maybe that's me. All right. So I decided to comment. I said, be different, make your own. Because to me, that's different. Asking for money that's run of the mill. I get asked for money all the time. I don't give it up. I get asked for money quite often. You'd be surprised how often I get asked for money. To become a loan shark, I probably, as much people ask me for money. But so instead of this person taking what I said in stride and deciding to say, you know what, maybe he has a point. Maybe I shouldn't be on here asking, guys to send me money. I mean, probably guys who don't even know you. Because I doubt a guy that knows you that well, all they say is you're beautiful. I'm sure they take you to dinner and do things like that, but that's just me. Now, mind you, this friend and I, she and I are just friends. We never did anything, extracurricular, I'll say. It's only been platonic the whole time. So, the response to this is, when I said be different, make your own, F you, Calvin. I didn't take it personal. I'm like, well, she's in her feelings. Maybe she's going through something. Mind you, whatever you're going through is because you decided to go through it, because you're putting yourself in a position to go through. Remember that. You can't take credit for the good and not take credit for the undesirable things that happen in your life, because it's all your energy. Remember that. So going back, I said that would be a response. She says, nah, RS, you act like you care, but you don't. You're having your own weird ulterior motives for acting like you care. FOH, and we all know what that means. So I thought about, so this is supposed to be a friend of mine. Now, mind you, I've done plenty of things for this young lady to help her out. I need everything short of just sending her a cash check, because I'm not into that, and that seems to be her whole thing. So I'll let it be at that. But then it goes back to the thing of, you're in a position where you may be struggling. People struggle. You may be in a position where you actually need money. I get that too. But why do you feel entitled to other people's money that they work for? That they got up in the morning, early in the morning, and worked all day to acquire? What makes you think that you're entitled to that work and that ethic that they have? That you're entitled to that sweat that they pour down their face in order to make what they make and do what they do and have what they have? What makes you entitled? That you will never be successful if you feel entitled to other people's stuff. Somebody told me, the way you find out if you got a real friend or not, tell them no. Tell them no. And I promise you it's true, because every friend I told no that wasn't a good friend felt some type of way. Because in the back of their mind, like, oh, he got it. Why can't he give it to me? Never mind that I got it. I got it. I earned it. So it's going to stay with me, and it's going to be used the way I decide for it to be used. Just because I make something and you associate it with me, don't mean you deserve to reap the benefits of my hard labor. I don't understand that. But a lot of the world feels entitled. Family feel entitled. They feel like because you made it out, you're supposed to take them with you. It's not how it works. I made it out because I did all the necessary steps and sacrificed to get out. You weren't willing to follow. So now that I am gone, now you did what I needed to do, you want to follow me on the back end. It doesn't work that way. It shouldn't work that way. If you can't do the work, you do not deserve the perks. Why should you drive what I drive when you didn't do the work? Why should you go where I go and eat what I eat when you didn't do the work? And then I give you the game. Like most of these people, I done gave them the game. I tell them what to do, and they don't listen. So this sense of entitlement, and they're entitled because they don't want to do the work. They feel like somebody's supposed to just hand them a living or hand them something. Like they deserve it somehow. A lot of this comes from, from when they became, when they were a child, they were being reared, from their parents. I blame the parents. They spoiled them. They didn't teach them the value of hard work. They didn't teach them the value of earning what you get. We earned everything we got in my household. We didn't have it easy at all. We earned everything. If you didn't do what you were supposed to do, you didn't get nothing. These kids now, man, they can act up at school, do everything they want. They're going to get the new PlayStation 5, 7, 6, 7, whatever they on. They're going to get the brand new Xbox. They're going to get all the games that go with it. They're going to get all the Jordans that come out and all the clothes that go with it. And they ain't do nothing to earn it. That's why we're breeding these entitled children who become entitled adults, who become bums. Because that's what I call you. If you can't work for what you get, and you get mad at me because I'm not giving it to you, you're a bum, you don't belong in my circle. Which brings me to another science of success, is to get rid of those bums out your life. Because as soon as somebody shows you they feel entitled to your stuff and gets mad at you for not taking care of them when they grown, then you need to get them out your life. Because they are in the way. They're an extra hurdle you do not need to jump. So, that's my barber barber bus talk, science of success for today. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you learned something, great. If you need to share this to somebody who's entitled, share it with them personally. You know, a little passive-aggressive share. Look at this. Listen to this guy. Because, hey, I know there's a lot of people going through this where people feel entitled to this stuff. And sometimes you give in because you don't want to lose that family member or that friend. But lose them. They're worth losing, trust me. Because all they're going to do is hold you back from what you're trying to do. They're going to just keep on holding on and pulling on your coattails. No. They're not willing to do the work, they don't deserve nothing that you got. Bottom line. Alright, y'all. Love y'all. Grow, learn, love, and be successful. I'm out.